Good morning. How you doing? Filipino time, 5 minutes late. Live stream starts at 9, brother. Azariah Israel. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. How's the audio? Audio. Do we have audio? Let's check the mic here. Camera and mic. Let me check the mic. Testing. Yeah, it looks good. Looks like we're good. Azariah Israel, Robert Dyer, Paulie Detmertz. Welcome to the live show. Loud and clear. Thanks, Robert. How you guys doing? Welcome back to Philo in the Philippines, Barangay Balabago, Angeles City, Philippines. And we're live from Astro Park. How do you like that? Live from Astro Park, baby. Grace Bose, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Lima Charlie. Lima Charlie, Polly. What's going on, guys? What's going on in other parts of the world besides it's cold as hell and we're getting ready for the new year, diba? Robert Dyer, it's really good, man. I'm liking it. I really like, planning a menu and cooking, and I've had a lot of fun with it so far. It's great. It's a great place. It's clean. It's quiet. But the only problem we have is we've got an ass cow that shits right by the front door every day. That's the only problem we have here. So you always have to remember if you go out in the morning to look down so you don't step in that landmine. Mike and Marichu, good morning. Timmy Ramjam, good morning. Timmy Ramjam, I don't need a blessing from anybody. It's my channel. I don't need a blessing from anyone. But thanks for the comment. Paulie. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, me and Philly Brian got it really bad, dude. I actually couldn't even talk for 2 days. And I was talking to Brian yesterday. He's in the dry cough stage, which is the worst. Because you're just hacking and hacking. It's not breaking up in your chest. You know what I mean? Randy, Kanoy in the Philippines. Good morning, brother. How are you? Nice to see ya. Yeah, I know about Timmy. I know about Timmy Ramjam. He likes to run his mouth. But I only keep him in here because he's a California home slice. But he knows, Timmy Ramjam knows he's always skating on thin ice with me. Mike and Marichu. I didn't really have to because I was going straight into quarantine. But I did change. Interestingly enough, I've got a good story. I think I told it last week. Never mind. The money changer tried to rip me off. Straight off the airplane. But yeah, I did cash in about 500 USD, which I shouldn't have done. But I was going into quarantine, so... Azariah, you know what? Every time I have visited this city, I come down with the ick. And it's only because... it's going to get better now that I live here. But when I would come up to visit Philly Brian, we would hit it hard. You're hitting it hard on Walking Street, bar hopping. You're going in and out of that aircon, and you're already abusing your body with all the San Mig. Yeah, I did too. I think that the next one coming up. I'm a little bit behind, you guys. I'm about 5 days behind on my vlogging. James Lonergan, good morning. How are you, sir? That's my wrench. James, I don't open up YouTube when I do these live streams. Can you, let's wait till about 10 o'clock. Can you tell me who my wrenches are? I know it's you and Philly Brian, but I know I've got at least one more. Oh, Randy's a wrench. Kanoy is also a wrench. Rokon, Montana, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Barangay Balabago, Angeles City, Philippines, baby. Yeah, Paulie. I just need to get that. I just need to get my AC shuffle back, and then I'll be good. I see now I've already gotten the ick, so I won't get it again. It's kind of like the shenanigans. If everybody would just catch the shenanigans, we'd all be good. I think that's called herd immunity, right? What's going on? Hey, what are you guys doing for the new year? You see, I'm just on the very end stage of it. But it feels good because it's breaking up in my chest. I can actually sing now. I couldn't sing, which was killing me. It kills me to not be able to throw down some videoke. Especially if I'm hanging out at my favorite videoke bar. The drunken ducks. What'd you say? Yeah. I don't give that away easily. It's only the only people who have wrenches in my room are people who I know personally. Yeah. Good point. Good point, sir. You know what? I just can't stand that stuff. James? What is it about Yakult? Does anybody know? What is it about that makes it so popular here? My stepdaughter mixes it with soju. You know, that's like the videoke brew. Soju and Yakult. Oh. That, you know, I just gag thinking about it. Yeah, Robert Dyer, I think that really is the flu, you know. I think it really is more like just the flu. Timmy Ramjam. Oh, Timmy Ramjam has something nice to say. Look at that. I don't need to attract anybody. You know, I'm just providing a public service here. If I can teach you how to ride the LRT or the MRT, you know what I mean? Because that's nerve-wracking shit right there. You walk up that staircase and see that line at the ticket counter, you're a little bit intimidated to do that, but I can show you how to do it in an easy video and take away that fear, you know. Or even riding the jeepney. A lot of people who haven't lived here, you know, they're a little nervous about that. They're a little scared that maybe they're going to get on the wrong one. Yeah, it's a probiotic. It's a probiotic, right? Or probiotic, Yakult. Which means what? What the hell does it do for you? Why is it so popular? Does it make you, I know. Does it make you, you know, Robert Fee? Back in 78. Yeah. Every single time, without fail. Even if I'm not throwing it down, I get sick here. I came with Melanie to Philly Bryant's birthday. That was back in 2019. What happened to my motorcycle? I don't know. Did something happen to my motorcycle? Are you talking about the Raider? The Raider was sold to one of our cousins. Cousin June has the Raider. Murray, the NMAX is outstanding, sir. Outstanding. One of the best purchases I've ever made. It's like a Cadillac on two wheels. The only bad thing about the NMAX is, you know, occasionally you find yourself in a tough spot and it's a heavy bike. Not like the Raider. The Raider was, you know, The Raider was just balls to the wall screamer on two wheels. That thing was so fast and so good in traffic. But, you know, it had that very forward stance. It's a young man's bike. Aha. Robert V. Ah, there's Grace. Grace has a videoke bar called Drunken Ducks. And you guys will see a video on that. I'm just going to mention the name of the bar. We've done the video, I just haven't put it up yet. Actually, we got to shoot. I did one video, but now we got to shoot a different one because she just got all brand new furniture in the place. But let me tell you a story about Grace. I met this lady, Lucas Musser. Welcome to the live stream, brother. Good, but bacteria from your colt. Yeah, I just can't figure out why it's. I was over at Johnny's, Robert, the other day, and you know what really disappointed me about Johnny's supermarket? I was so excited to go in there and shop because for those of you who don't know, Johnny's is out there on MacArthur Highway, and it's been there for like 60 frickin' years. There's old pictures of Johnny's supermarket. Lucas, how you doing? Actually, quite the opposite, Timmy Ramjam. The Raider was a very lightweight bike, so you didn't want to run into any potholes on the Raider. This new bike I've got, the NMAX, will take the potholes much better. Brian Hatcher, good morning. So anyway, everybody give Grace. She changed her YouTube name on me before she came into the room. Grace Bose, a shout out. She's got a local videoke bar here called Drunken Ducks, and we're going to do a video on it. I'll put that up for you guys to see. It's mainly a Filipino bar, but there's plenty of foreigners that show up to see Grace, you know, because she's fun to look at. Married lady, and you know, a God's gift to me, to be honest with you, because I met this lady and told her my story, what I was going through, that I was moving, and she offered me her car to go over to Pure Gold on Clark so I could buy all this stuff. You know, you guys know what it's like when you have to start all over. You have to buy stuff, and I didn't have any stuff at all. So Grace took me to Pure Gold Clark, and we bought a bunch of stuff, about 400 USD worth of stuff. And then she let me use her car to drive back down to North Carolina to pick up the rest of my stuff. So shout out to Grace. I couldn't have done it without you. Well, I mean, I could have done it, but it would have been a pain in the ass. You made it a lot easier for me. Great lady and a great friend to a lot of people. She's got a humongous heart, her and her husband. All right, where are we at? Grace, you're getting questions already. I think people are checking out your profile. We can put a pic up. I've got some pics. If you want to see what Grace looks like. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Gary T, welcome to the live stream, brother, from San Francisco. Hey, what's the weather like there today? Hold on, Brian. I'm getting to your comment here. I just got a little bit far behind. Mert 3 is still out there. He's still vlogging. I don't know about, what happened to Dennis Brock. I'm a little worried about him because he was always a regular in my live stream. And I actually Dennis Brock and I would text back and forth several times during the week. He would tell me, something funny that happened to him at the Sorry store. Jim Alver, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Barangay Balabago, Angeles City, baby. Jim Alver, thank you for that, sir. There's been a lot of support. You know what, Timmy Ramjam, I didn't. I did a short video in there. It'll be the next one. It'll be the next video coming up. I did a short video on it. But due to the sensitive nature of the events that were happening at that time, I didn't feel it was appropriate to do a full video on it. Those times are changing a little bit. Gary T. Yeah, Gary, I'm probably going to end up in Olongapo. I'll end up over in Zambale somewhere because that's where I really want to live, you know. But I'm going to stay here for a while, maybe a year. I don't know. We'll see. You never really know what's going to happen, right? 1, 2, 3. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Azariah's in Oregon. Oh. That just makes me cringe thinking about it. Oregon. Yeah, we'll bring some business your way, Grace. Don't worry. I got a lot of friends that are going to fly in here as soon as it opens up. Drunken Ducks will be the party spot. Yeah, I saw that. I've got friends who live on Bellingham. Is it Bellingham? I've got friends in Bellingham, and they got a ton of snow. Good morning, Jersey Life. Magandang umaga po. Lynn Dickinson, thanks for coming in, hon. Great to see ya. Thanks for coming in. Thumbs up, there you go. Yeah, I was in Olongapo in the mid-80s, 84, 85. So I really love it there, man. And I've just got this desire to go back. It's calling me, you know. I mean, we did some maneuvers here on Clark too, but we were just airdropped in. You know, we played Cowboys and Indians, had lunch, and then they took us back to Subic. Or took us back to the ship. We were a helicopter. We were a Marine Amphibious unit, so we traveled by helicopter everywhere we went. It was pretty bitchin'. Charles Brand, good morning, sir. Did you sneak in here, or did I just... Charles Brand, yeah, I've been to Lipa a couple of times. Jersey Brian, good morning, sir. Now the live stream can start. Jersey Brian's in the house. Shout out, Jersey Brian. Thanks for joining us, baby. It would be cool if you could blog, though. Just go. Yeah, we blew that, Brian. What were we thinking? You know, a couple of 2-week millionaires, right? We're trying to get into the haunted hospital, and it never occurred to us. All we had to do was slide that guy 1,000 peso bill, and it would have been all good. I think we were hungover. That could have been the problem. Yeah, my sister is in Seattle, and it snowed Christmas Day there. -10. Oof. Yeah, baby. -10°C. That's good stuff there. I don't miss that at all. All right, you guys. One of you guys kick this nutbag out. I let him hang out quite a bit last week, but just boot his ass. Let's do a permanent ban on him. I don't want to ask, but have you put out a statement? I made a video. I mean, what statement is there to make? I did make a video, Timmy Ramjam. You must have missed it. It's only about 3 minutes long. So here they are again. Just boot these F-tards out, would you guys? 1, 2, 3. Oh, U.S. Army. All right. Very nice. Take care of those guys. They're in here every week, and I don't even know what the hell it is. I actually tried to click on that last week, but which was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. Jimmy Ong, welcome aboard from Singapore. Nice to see you, sir. Welcome to the live stream. San Miguel Naval Comm Station. Nice. Gary T, I should kick you out just for saying that. You guys keep an eye on that Gary T. He's mouthing off already. Do I miss the winters? Actually, you know what, Gary? I was talking to my brother just a couple of days ago, and they're having like 60-degree days. So I mean, so far not much of a winter there. There you go, Charles. 82 in South Texas. That's about what it is here now. We're at 27C, which is pretty close to 82. Why anticipating a hot live today? Oh, Jim, it was just supposed to be funny. You know, but my sense of humor is somewhat demented, so not everybody gets me, especially here in the Philippines. Western humor doesn't translate very well here, you guys. 73 in Tennessee. Hey, that's not bad. I know Joseph is in Kentucky. He just bailed. He bailed Kentucky to go down to Florida. So Kentucky must be having a hard time. Oh, did you guys happen to watch that the traveling Clat vlog that I put up on Philo in the Philippines? He's a pretty good vlogger. If you guys are looking for somebody to watch, that's very interesting. It's a great vlog. The traveling Clat. He did that video on Odette. Carrie T, I was invited to a New Year's Eve party on Walking Street, but I don't know if I'm going to go or not. At the Champagne Bar, which is, that's me and Brian's go-to place. Randy, thanks so much, brother. See you on the next one. Sorry, you guys, I'm doing double duty here. That's okay, don't worry. Timmy Ram Jam isn't going to be hurt. Did I see it? I don't see the Russian chats. Yeah, did you kick those guys out? There was 2 of them. See, we didn't boot anybody last week. We let them stay. Brian Hatcher, I'm there almost every day. That's my hang. I'm there almost every day, you know. The location is fantastic. The beer is fantastic. If you eat there, the food is really good. CPI Call Shop, guys. I've vlogged it. You just haven't seen it yet. More to come, as I say, on Tigay. Jimmy Ong, your girlfriend. Have you met your girlfriend in person? Iggy, welcome back, brother. Iggy. Long-time regular on this channel. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining us. Robert Dyer, yeah, that's going to be it's going to depend on how I'm feeling. I mean, that's if I do another bender, I'll probably end up in the hospital. Let's see. Shit's in 3 days. You guys know I never know what day it is, so it's Friday. Maybe I should get some antibiotics and pound some antibiotics between now and then, just to get this out of my system. Azariah, the one-eyed winch, is renamed, but oh, sorry, it's completely gone now. It was renamed. Damn, here we go. We were just talking about this last week, weren't we? The one-eyed winch was renamed something else, and it survived for about 4 or 5 years, but now it's gone. That was a great bar back in the day. Where are you staying now, by the way? I've got an apartment in Balabago. Ah, okay, Jimmy Young. She's working in Singapore. She's an OFW. Slum Lord. I watched your home tour a few weeks ago. Nice place. It is a nice place. The family is enjoying the home very much. It's a beautiful house. Yeah. Jim, I've been watching that guy. I discovered him when I was in the U.S. I've been watching him for quite a while. He's a good vlogger. Iggy. Nice. 2022, yeah. I can't make any predictions on it at all because you just never know. You never know what these guys are going to do, you know. Thank you, Ricky. It was shipwrecked. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You guys always have my back. That's what's great about this live stream. I could just sit here and be an idiot, and you guys fill me in. Yeah, I do know my limitations. Unlike some people who vomit in front of the dollhouse on the sidewalk when they're partying on Walking Street. That's a rookie move. Go, go, Bobo, sister. Go, go, Bobo. Thanks for joining the live stream, baby. Brian Hatcher, yeah, the Orchid Inn. The Orchid Inn is right now a quarantine hotel. And it looks like, you know, it looks like a ghost town. Like, you know what I mean? The front, like the front of a part, that daily in the front, where you used to be able to walk in the front and go all the way through to the pool. That's all shut down. When they come in the back. In fact, they just delivered a giant bus, like 100 Chinese nationals that came in by bus, and they were dropped off there in the back. Robert Jacobson, welcome to the live stream, brother. Thanks for joining us. Another one of my very, very long time subscribers. Yeah. Yeah. He's a great guy. I enjoy watching his channel because he is very, very down to earth, you know. Gary T, I really like it, you know. I really like it, especially coming from North Calocan. It's a lot cleaner. And of course, there's more for the white man here. And there's a lot more English being spoken here. So you don't have that avoidance that I had. Living in North Calocan, people would move to the other side of the street if they saw me coming because they just don't want to deal with an English-speaking person. Do you take super chats in person? Well, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Timmy Ramjam, I've always wanted to meet you when I visit, but decided not to because of your priorities with Melanie. This changes everything. Well, my being a family man back at that time wasn't, you know, going to keep me from meeting anybody. Melanie and I met a lot of subscribers. Iggy, yeah, baby. Thank you, sir. Shout out Iggy. Iggy threw it down and says, Happy New Year, baby. We're just going to leave that up there for a while, Iggy. Let everybody stare at it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I really do. Not something that's ever happened to my live stream much, but I sure do appreciate it. Jimmy Ong, nice to meet you too. Yeah, just join my Facebook page, okay? We can chat anytime, brother. You hit me up if you want to know what's going on. Or you hear some chismis and you want to get the real truth about it. I'm always available, brother. Iggy just threw down a super sticker, baby. Thanks again, Iggy. I really appreciate it. You're the man. And hey, by the way, it's great to see you again, right? How much fun are we having now? I thought I would tell you guys, by the way. I was talking to James Lonergan this morning, and we have decided, in the best interest of the channel and the live stream, we're going to bring back the Philo in the Philippines fucktard salute. Now, those of you who have been around long enough know what that is. Actually, I can't say that. I'm going to say F-tard salute now. Yeah, Jim. That was good, right? That was good. I'll come up with something. Right on, Iggy. I hear that. I gave some blessings here during Christmas. I tipped our guards 1,000 pesos each, and they about shit their pants. You know, it's such a small amount of money to us, you guys, but you don't realize how much money that is to somebody here. But you know, those guys are watching my motorbike every night. They watch the front door to my house. You got to treat them right. Anyway, where am I at? Sorry. I always get sidetracked. Sorry, you guys. The F-tard salute goes like this with 2 fingers, because only an F-tard would salute that way. And if you're lucky enough to receive the Philo in the Philippines F-tard salute, what that means is you're about to get your ass kicked out of my chat room. Hey, it's kind of fun. You know, stick around. It's especially fun if you're not on the receiving end of it. My wrenches know exactly what to do. As soon as I drop that salute down, bam, your ass is kicked out of this room. Oh, and by the way, if you get more than 3 F-tard salutes in 90 days, that's a permanent ban from the channel. Gary T. Oh, I don't really know. I think my best recourse on that, Gary, is to just thumb through everything that Philly Brian's done. You know. The truth is, I'm not going to do anything that Brian hasn't already done. Brian owns this city. But I might be able to put a different twist on it, you know. Oh, was he? How do you know that, Brian? Did he vlog it? You know, it's funny. I gave him that because we had Pasa Lubong for Brian's family when we met over at the Clarkton. We had, I think the girls, I think Lut and the girls got matching blue jean skirts. And the Bingster, we got her, it's hard to shop for the Bingster, man, because she's micro. That's a 1 micro little Filipina. But I think the Bingster got some kind of a designer shirt with a designer logo on the front of it. And then, yeah, Philly Brian got a coffee mug. Yeah, so did Lucas. We got Lucas a coffee mug, and Lucas's son stole my USA mask, man. I loved that thing, but I had to give it up. I had to give it up to Lucas's son. I'll find another one somewhere. That was and by the way, that was a real American flag from Walmart, baby. The king of Chinese products. That's just water, you guys, by the way. Philly Brian. Ah, he's at the reef. Guess where I'm going today? Don't be jealous, Brian. I'm going to go to Iguanas for lunch with my friend Grace. We're going to vlog it, baby. Iguanas, Mexican restaurant. Did you know they moved all the way down south of Koreatown? They used to be right in Friendship there, but they moved. That's where I'm going. I'm getting my Mexican fix down there. Great food there. Jim, the proper salute looks like this. Fingers tight. Elbow perpendicular or parallel with the ground. Only a U.S. Marine knows how to salute. Everybody else fucks it up. Because we're the only ones who have discipline, right? We're the only ones who have discipline and know how to salute correctly. Oh. Jimmy Ram Jim, I'm starting to like you, brother. I'm starting to like you. Jim Schultz, how are you, sir? Jim Schultz, I'm going to hammer your ass until you start a YouTube channel. Making those bowls, those wooden bowls you make, dude. I'm telling you, that's interesting stuff. That's really interesting stuff. And cameras are cheap. You've already got a good camera. I'll help you get started. You need to do a YouTube channel, bro. I'm telling you. Absolutely, Slumlord. Azariah, I just said that to get somebody fired up. I was just waiting to see. I was just waiting to see who was going to be struck by that nerve. You know, we Marines, we all think our shit doesn't stink anyway. Because we are sea ration fed, beer cooled, green little amphibious monsters. So we think we're all that, just because we're that. Lots of culture and dating tips, of course. Hey, I've heard that a lot. Where'd that come from? What happens? Typical Marine, right? Typical U.S. Marine. Thinks he's the big man on campus. Well, when shit hits the fan, we are, you know. When we're charging the beach. When you're charging... Yeah, Azariah, where the hell did that come from, bro? I've heard that a lot. Marines know how to eat crayons. Because you know what? I got out in 87, and that wasn't going around at that time. There was a couple of things going around about Marines at that time, but that wasn't one of them. Jim Schultz says that Marines are brainwashed. Yeah, that's probably true. You know how hard it is, you guys, to get into the Marine Corps now? If you've got even a speeding ticket, they won't take you. Or you have to go through some type of a... I met a really cool guy over here, Filipino national. Or actually, he's a dual citizen. He's a dual citizen, U.S., Philippines. And he was in the U.S. Navy, stationed down in San Diego. And man, we're walking around the park there, Astro Park, and this guy was super interesting. And I'm going to vlog his auto shop. He has an auto shop over in Mountain View, next to the Marquee Mall. Jersey Bryan. Bunch of sub-sailor wannabes. Jersey Bryan, if I remember correctly, you're not supposed to salute on ship, right? Now, I don't know the protocol for the Navy, but the Marines, whatever ship we were on board, we weren't supposed to salute anybody. At least that's what we were told. Now, again, times have changed. I'm talking 80, shit. I was on Westpac, the first one, 84. Sorry, 85. You don't know. It's a standing joke. Yeah. Eating crayons. Kenzo Star, Maganaga Magapo. Sorry, I missed that comment. Welcome to the live stream, Kenzo. Actually, Kenzo said Magandang Umaga Po. So my response to him would be, hey, upcoming Tagalog lesson, you guys. Magandang umaga din sa kapatid. Din sa kapatid. And what that means is, good morning to you also, friend, or brother, or sister. That's how we roll here. Din Sa'u Kapatid. That's how we roll, Kenzo. Shit, now I'm behind. That's what happens when I start. Kenzo, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen with me, I'm guessing. But I'm going to stay here for a while. Angeles is, pretty damn cool. Yeah, the Navy boys were always squids. That's true. Charles, what branch were you in? Jim Schultz, that might be the comment of the day. Shout out to Jim. What's this little star? What happens if I give you a star? Let's see what happens. I just gave you a star, Jim. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's just got a star by your name. I don't know what it means. I'm such a rookie, just starting this stuff back up again. In port, you salute outside the skin of the ship. That's right. That's right, Paulie. So I was correct in remembering that. My Imperador-soaked brain doesn't remember some of the stuff I should be remembering. Although I don't drink MP anymore. James. James looked it up. This is why I love this guy. Okay. Yeah, it's no big deal. If I could remember even half of the digs that we had about other services, we'd have a good laugh today. But I just don't remember. I would have to talk to some of my other military brothers that ran at the same time as me. No shit. You were out riding too, Brian? You witnessed this? Adrian Smith, welcome to the live stream. Thanks so much for joining us. You know what, Adrian? I'm working on that. Grace actually knows, my friend Grace that was in the live stream earlier, I don't know if she's here now, she knows somebody who is, not in the best of health anymore, who is an avid golfer. And she's going to find out if he'll sell me his clubs, because golf clubs are very hard to come by here. I was in a golf shop at SM Clark yesterday, and all they had was a brand new set of Titleist blades. Now, for those of you who are not golfers, blade golf clubs are for professional golfers. They're very difficult to hit. I mean, you got to have a really solid swing, and you got to have laser sight to hit those blades. You just look like Elmer Fudd out there. Most of us use, even good golfers use a cavity back club, which is a lot more forgiving, a lot easier to hit. Jersey Brian, that's correct. I remember that too. So everybody gets saluted at 0600, and then that's it. I don't think we were allowed to wear a cover. I was on a helo carrier, which is a big boat. I don't remember having to wear a cover or not. It's probably because we weren't in uniform very much. We ran around the boat in shorts and t-shirts almost the entire time because it was a Liberty float for us. I measure around each day, but they've done away with it. Oh, it's funny you say that because I worked with a couple of Irishmen for 30 plus years with my communications company in California. And they were both from Belfast. And when they were teenagers coming up, they worked at the that beer. Here we go again. I can see it, but I can't pronounce the name of it. The name's not coming out. No, Jim Schultz, you just need an American driver's license. It does not have to have a motorcycle endorsement. And you just go down to Nice Bike here, where I have always rented from, and you'll get a really nice motorbike for 300 pesos a day. Somebody help me out. What's the Irish beer that's crunchy when you drink it? Most popular beer in Ireland. Guinness. Thank you, Guinness. God. Thanks, Timmy Ramjam, Azariah. But my friends worked at the Guinness factory. And at the start of your shift, this is a true story, you guys. At the start of your shift at 9 a.m. in the morning, you got a 6-pack of Guinness. Every employee. Yeah, that's no shit. They were allowed to drink all day long during their shift. So, how's that? And this would have been back in the 70s. These guys were 10 years older than me, so Robert Mindanao, what's up? Shout out, Robert. Thanks, brother. Great to see you here, too. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by to see us. Jeff C., good morning, sir. How are you? Thanks for joining the live stream. I got one of these fancy lights, you guys. Yeah, I'm just thinking I'm a really cool vlogger now. Oh, look what I got yesterday. Is that coming out? That's right. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. It's the Hero 10. GoPro Hero 10. Brand new from SM Clark, baby. You know what? You turn this thing on, it boots up in 4K. So, I guess I'm going to be shooting in 4K now. Jeff C., do you like that? You know what? I like it too. And the reason I like Guinness beer is because you just drink one. That's it. You drink Guinness beer the way you would sip on a whiskey, you know? Really slow. Aaron Dixon, would you consider learning Arnis? I don't know what you're talking about, Aaron. Your autocorrect there kind of screwed that up. We're gonna learn some Kampampangan, is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw out some Kampampangan at you guys and blow your minds. We're gonna study the culture, and we're even gonna learn some language from that culture. Brian Hatcher, it's gonna be after the first of the year. Philly Brian we were supposed to go this week, actually, but with Philly Brian being so sick, I mean, we both were. Jim Schultz also likes the Guinness, yeah, and it's crunchy. I like my beer crunchy. But here now, you know, I'm on the San Magoos. I'm sticking with the light stuff, you guys. I'm going full lightweight. No more heavy drinking. I just can't do that shit anymore. Stick fighting. Well, you know, I've got a good friend named Eric. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I've got a good friend named Eric. He's at videolux.org, and he is a master at that. Check out his videos. Videolux.org. Do you need a link? Should I put a link up? Thumbs up if you need a link. Or James or somebody can do it. Jim Schultz says, the hell with the culture. We want to see the babes. Yeah, I agree with that. You'll see plenty of babes in my in my Astro Park vlogs. My Astro Park vlogs are filled with babes. Oh, wait. San Mig Light gives you a headache. Well, that's only because you're drinking 10 of them, lad. You just drink 2 or 3. Lucas. You know, I used to go to Pinatubo Brewery. Lucas, is that what you're talking about? Well, Pinatubo's not really in Koreatown. That's in Friendship. Do you remember the name? Because you know me, I'll be over there tonight doing a vlog. Yeah. You're right about that, Timmy Ramjam. I wasn't going to show it at all because I know how people are. But you know, it's not like I ordered the thing to be built here. It was built for this was supposed to be owned by a Japanese businessman, and they severely disrespect their women. So, best Guinness I had on tap was in London. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole art to it. They send people to the Guinness factory to learn how to pour a Guinness. There's a whole art to it. And then if you screw it up, took it 98. Unbelievable. What year was that, James? Yeah, check out Eric over at VideoLux. I mean, he is like, he looks like Bruce Lee, man, you know? Like he's going to nunchuck somebody. Clyde Seaside, welcome to the live stream, baby. Barangay Balabago, Angeles City. After he becomes cultured. Philo is going to teach culture right after he becomes cultured. Yeah. Hey, I'm just passing on information. That's what you guys want. Information is very easy to get. Okay, Lucas, yeah, I know about Pinatubo. I thought Pinatubo was really good, but then I met some guy named Herb, who's a software engineer here on Clark. There's a young American kid that's working here on Clark as a software engineer, and he said that Pinatubo's crap. He's like a connoisseur. And excuse me, he only drinks at CPI. And he even tells CPI from time to time, you got to clean your tap because it's dirty. This guy was really impressive about what he knew. I'm on StreamYard now, Brian. I just haven't gotten to the point where I'm adding a guest. I'm sure Walter would come on. I know Walter would like to come on and talk to you guys about visas and stuff. He's going to be starting up his channel again. I'm going to see Walter this week because they're making new stickers for me, stickers and calling cards. 1975. Okay. Gary T, I've got to figure out a mounting system, but on this Hero 10, it has the mounting kit for the helmet. But the helmet that I have here is so nice, I'm not sure that I want to stick a glue pad to the top of the helmet, you know. I mean, I spent good money on this helmet and added the electronics here on the side with the mouthpiece. It's just incredible, you guys, how well it works. And I got it for the passenger helmet too. So what happens now, you've got the driver helmet and the honeycomb helmet, and now you just sync those and you can talk back and forth. So you don't have to scream over the noise, the wind noise. And you can play music directly from your phone. There's speakers inside that helmet. It's a Moto World over in SM Clark installs that for you if you buy it. You get a free install. There used to be a nice Irish pub not far from Walking Street. It's still there. It's called, it's right next door to the Wild Orchid. That's the one you're talking about? It's a big gambling hall. I've never been in there, Azariah, but it's still there. Brian, I'm going to find out today. I'll find out today and let you know. I was back there a couple of days ago riding around and I couldn't find it. You know? It pissed me off. And then it started raining. I mean, I know I could have turned on my phone and found it, but it started raining, so I had to get out of there. Nick Maverick, good morning from the United Kingdom. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining us. Marshall Leo. I'm getting behind, sorry. Marshall, it still does. A lot of the places have hung on. Oh, Clyde Seaside. Yeah. You remember that, huh? That's one guest you'll never see on this channel again. That was just exhausting. I was like, I had to sleep. As soon as I logged off, I had to go to sleep because I was just so stressed out, and he just wore me the hell out. It's funny how that happens. Uniquely Extra, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining us. I am not retired military. I did 5 years in the Marine Corps. 2 Westpacks going through Olongapo City. I am not retired military. I'm retired communications. Fiber optics and mainline trunk communications. Retired from that. Thanks for joining Uniquely Extra, by the way. Shout out, brother. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to my channel. Yeah. I've got my own parking space. It's covered. And I take good care of the guards, so they watch over it for me. Except for that dog who takes a dump right next to it. It's in good shape. It's in good shape, Brian. Yeah, well, this guy that I met, Lucas, is a real, I mean, he used to be in the industry in the U.S. You know, he was like a guy that tested craft beer. He would go to like craft beer places and test what they were putting out of the tap. So this guy knew a lot about it, and it was a real eye opener. He told me that Pinatubo's just crap, everything they serve, and that all of their taps are super dirty, and that you're drinking basically sour beer. Now, I was over there with my buddy Brian Hatcher back in 2019, and we thought the beer was pretty damn good. The pool table was a little, iffy, but we thought the beer was good. Yeah. Well, you know, it's that same old tradition of making things sweet here. I've seen so many dishes get ruined by sugar in the Philippines. Even Overstay Road is doing it. Why in the hell would you add condensed milk to beef caldereta? Why would you ever do that to your dish? Shout out, Overstay. You need to watch my channel, brother. Pick up a few cooking tips. Cooking tip number 1, never put barbecue sauce on raw meat, ever. You wait until the meat is 3/4 of the way cooked, and then you add the sauce. Rule number 2, you never, ever, ever add condensed milk to any of your dishes. You're ruining it, brother. I'm telling you, this is good advice. It's like you're talking to Chef Ramsay here, baby. Azariah. Good nachos. There's good nachos where I'm going for lunch. A restaurant called Iguanas. Iguanas Mexican Cantina. It's probably the best Mexican food in Angeles, and I would give Tequila Reef a second. They're definitely second place to Iguanas. Iguanas is top, especially their, I'm a big. God, we're at an hour already. I'm a big chips and salsa fan, and they've got absolutely delicious salsa, chips and salsa. Timmy Ramjam, oh, not talking to me, sorry. Why did I pick Angeles to live in? Well, the obvious reason is because there's just so much more here for foreigners. So much more here for foreigners. I bet you were looking for a different answer there, Aaron, weren't you? I bet you were looking for a different answer. You got to remember where I came from. Or maybe you didn't know my channel back then, but where I came from was North Caloocan City. There's not one single foreigner anywhere to be seen there. I was the only one in Barangay 175. And there's nothing for a foreigner there. Absolutely nothing. The people are great, but, there's just nothing there. There's not a decent restaurant. There's not yeah, spaghetti. Melanie even hated the spaghetti here because she was in the USA with me and got used to eating the Italian style, which I always made with a little bit of spice. We all want to see the heavy hitter AC vloggers together at a cookout. Yeah, I'll hook up with Overstay. It's just a matter of time. If I keep talking shit about him, eventually he's going to come on my channel. Actually, he would be the perfect person to join my live stream. Maybe we'll try and get that going next week. I've been hacking him a lot and tagging him at Overstay, but I haven't gotten any response yet. I'm trying to get a rise out of him. How's the new automatic Inmax? Fantastic. Yeah, it's really good, Nick. It's really good. And now I've got that new seat. Did you guys see the seat? If you go to Philo in the Philippines Facebook, I posted pictures. I took the stock seat off and put a custom seat that's 100% leather and it's got a back. It has almost a leather sissy bar for the driver. So I can push back on that and it gives my back some support, which has been awesome because I've got back troubles, you know. I've got back problems from being a dirt bike rider and going over the handlebars just too many times. It's very easy to do on a dirt bike, especially out in the high desert. And I finally got sick of it, you know, and I told my buddy, I'm done with this. I've gone on over these handlebars way too many times. I've got all kinds of cracked bones up here. My number 3 and 4 are cracked, and there's like bone fragment all over my shoulders. So every now and then I just, you know. Northwest Raider, how are you, sir? Sorry, Northwest Red Raider. Good morning. Welcome back to the live stream. Yeah, I'm a ping guy. I had all the ping clubs, Adrian, when I was in the U.S. All brand new. Sand wedge all the way up to driver was all ping. Cost me like, I don't know, 2,500 US. And believe it or not, Adrian, I sold those clubs because it's just too expensive to send them back to the Philippines. I paid $2,500. Oh no, sorry, I paid $2,700 for everything, and I sold them for $2,500. Not bad, right? Because ping clubs are very hard to come by in the U.S. right now. Their factories shut down because of shenanigans, and yeah, Adrian, stay away from the blades. Every day, Brian. Yeah. Every day. I'm getting 10K every single day. I start at 6 and I shut down at 7:30. I don't know how many laps that is, but what I really want to do is I've kind of got the bug to get one of these watches. No, I don't want to get the Apple Watch, even though I've got the Apple phone, because the Apple Watch just pisses you off. It goes off every time something happens, every time you get an email, every time you get a... How long did it take to find it? That's another thing, Gary. Grace found this apartment for me. You know, I've never been a real spiritual person, but it almost seems like somebody was watching over me and took me to her. And I just ran into her one night. I was out doing a log from the Clarkton, and I walked down the street that her bar's on, and she called me in. Hey, come in and have a beer with us. I'm like, okay. And suddenly, you know, she's doing all these things for me. Really nice lady. Again, she's married. There's nothing going on between us. But her and her husband are just the nicest people. Angeles is not very scenic like Dumaguete or Subic. Oh, you're way wrong about that. There's plenty of scenery here. You ever heard of Mount Pinatubo? Nick, I would recommend it highly. And you know what I really want to do? I'd love to ride that X-Max just to see what it's like. I bet that X-Max is just unbelievable. That's the 300cc version of the N-Max. And then you've got the T-Max, which is a 650 version. But Jim Schultz, I've never played golf here. Never played golf, man. But if I can score a set of clubs, you can bet your ass I want to be back out there. That's all I did in the USA was play golf. That's all I did. Sorry. I played golf twice a week. You know what? For those of you that are golfers, I got my handicap down to 13 at one time, which is a damn good. I was shooting in the 80s every single time, but I never broke 70. You know, I shot 80 probably 4 times. I shot 81 probably 100 times. The 4 times I shot 80 were all, you look back in your round, you missed a 2-footer somewhere, you know. That's all it takes. Hawk Gnome 12. What website to look at apartments in AC? Facebook. Facebook Marketplace. They don't really do, one thing that a lot of people don't know is they don't do websites very well here. Now, that's not everybody, but about 90% of the population doesn't do websites at all. They just use Facebook because it's free. And that's where you'll find an apartment. Or you just walk around. Or you get lucky and you talk to the locals. You know, I met Grace, and she knew the owner of this place, who's an Italian guy. Turns out he owns property everywhere. You know, he owns property everywhere, all over on Helez, all over Olongapo, all over the Barreto. He told me, if you want to move, just let me know. Give me 2 weeks notice and I'll set you up in another one of my buildings for the same amount of rent down in Olongapo. So it's just cool to meet good people. I've been very, very fortunate. It's like somebody's watching over me. I don't know. I can't explain it, really. Zim Zim, yeah, he's a funny guy. A lot of people hacking, but those of us who have a military background probably understand him the most. You know, there's stuff that would go over people's head. You know, the funniest thing that he does is that walkie-talkie. Tempura, tempura, tempura. Come in. And then Fatima grabs the other end and goes, Kano, Kano, Kano. That's some funny shit. If you don't think that's funny, okay, you don't think it's funny, but it just cracks me up. And then he was calling Flo Toyo. Soy sauce, right? Somebody very special is watching. Hello, Honeyco. Hello. I saw you on Philo. YBR cider, blimey. What? I don't like cider. Maybe that was Philly in the Philippines. I would never drink a cider. It's too sweet for me. I can't stand it. Brian Hatcher, no, I've got a place right next door to CPI that I drop my laundry off at. They are very reasonably priced, and I go once a week. I drop my laundry off right next door to CPI, and then of course you know what happens after that. There's certainly nothing wrong with a little craft beer on our time, Mr. Hand. Nick Maverick. Company is something, okay. Yeah, I've never had any type of cider, Nick. It's not something I'd be into. Do you have a place to store my motorbike when the floodgates open? Yeah. Grace will store it for you. I'm sure. I've got connections. Oh, you mean when you leave? Yeah. I'll hook you up. I'll definitely have a place for you to store it. No problem. We'll send the link to your Facebook. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Thanks, Nick. I probably misunderstood you there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one over by Randy. That's the one over by SM North, right? That's the one you're talking about? Robert Dyer, you have a 13 as well. Yeah, that's a good golfer. The average golfer in the USA, guys, is a 25, which is just hideous. But I mean, we were all there at one time. We were all there. Golf is a hard game, but super addicting because it only takes one good shot on a Sunday. You could shoot 110, but you know, you hit the green pin high on that one shot, and that's going to get you back next weekend. Yeah, he is. I ain't calling him king, though. He ain't getting no King Marcos out of Philo. There's one thing Marcos is the king of, and that's the shout-out. You can't deny that. There you go. You guys see that? James is always... James, I don't know if I can... Oh, yeah, you know what? I keep forgetting. Most of you guys are watching on YouTube. In fact, you're all watching on YouTube. Yeah, he got rid of Flo, right? He said Flo was lazy or something. I ran into Cowboy the other night. I ran into Cowboy over at Club XS. He was telling me that he got rid of Flo because she was lazy. Jim Schultz, that, my friend, is Astro Park. If you Google Astro Park, Jim, you'll see it's legendary. That's where I do my workout. That's right across the street from my apartment. Ada Myers, thanks so much for joining us. How are you, Ada? I thought you were in the live stream last week, weren't you? I don't drink as much now, so my memory's a little bit better. I think you were in here last week. Thanks for coming back to see us. Azariah Yao. The reason I drink Mountain Dew, and I don't drink a lot of it, is because I just don't sleep. I'm up at like between 3 and 4 a.m. every morning. There's always plenty for me to do, you know. Philo gets more done by 8 a.m. than the rest of the world does all day long, baby. Yeah, says Style. Boy, he disappeared. He disappeared off the face of the earth. He had the cutest wife too, didn't he? What was her name? Lynn. She was like 4'8" and 62 pounds. She was the cutest chick you ever see. Oh, sorry. Brooks Durham, thanks for joining the live stream. Mel T. Mel T is getting bit waved as we speak. Mel T is getting bit waved. I have no idea what that means. If you're trying to stir shit up, I'll kick your ass out of my room. You don't say one more thing about my wife. In fact, fuck you. Kick him out right now. That pisses me off. You don't come in here starting shit in my room. Azariah, don't say that, man. Come on. Aaron Dixon, what do I miss from the USA? Not a damn thing. I miss my brother. And I miss the time I spent with him, you know. I got to bond with my brother. He's 7 years younger than me. And because of that 7-year distance, I went off to the Marine Corps. He was still a young shit. So we spent our entire adult life away from each other. Hashtag and AM is when I'm going to sleep. Okay. I don't understand. Dico my intindihan, Jersey Brian. Says, I don't know what happened to Said Style. I know my buddy Tuk Tuk knew a lot about him. They were close. And, but Tuk Tuk was he didn't spill the beans. He wasn't that kind of guy. There you go, Lucas. I was going to research what year that thing was built, because you see it in all of the old Clark photos, right? It's been here for years. Adrian Smith, I think that Steve Montelli's still doing his thing. But he doesn't have any way to get here because he's not married, nor does he have any children. DJ Joe. Oh, DJ Joe, welcome back. Timmy Ramjam, you don't know that. You shouldn't be saying that kind of shit, man. That'll give you the F-tard. That might get you the F-tard salute. You shouldn't talk like that, man. You know what? I agree with you there. I think he was a pretty cool cat, too. I would like to have met him. He did have a little bit of style, right? Lefty all around. Hey, how you doing? Well, you guys don't think that YouTube makes you rich, because you don't make a lot of money here, You've got to really do something big to make money on this. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. You can turn this into usable income, especially here in the Philippines. I mean, really usable income is $300-400 a month. I mean, that goes a long, long way at Palenque. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money here. Jersey Bryan, okay, 10-4. No, wait a minute, is it? It's 9 p.m. last night there, right? Gotcha. I think you're trying to say that you're like me. If I sleep to 4 a.m., man, I feel like I'm behind. I feel like I'm behind schedule. Oh, I see. Yeah. No, you're right, Lefty. I don't remember how big his channel got, but I'm sure he got views. I'm sure he got the views. It doesn't matter how many subs you got. Your subs, and most of your subscribers don't watch your channel anyway. I'll give you guys a really good explanation of that. Philly Bryan put me in his vlog. I only got about 100 subs from that, And I thought, Philly Bryan's got what, 89K? You'd think that you get a couple of thousand subs right away. But no, most of your subscribers don't watch your channel. And most of the people that watch your channel don't watch the video. It's just the way it is here. We get statistics that we can look at as primary vloggers, as being the owner of the channel. They give you statistics, and you can see that a 12-minute video, the average watch time is about 3 minutes. So nobody's really watching your videos. There are some who are loyal and watch the whole thing, but that's why it's so hard to make any money at it. People won't even watch a 30-second commercial for you. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing that you can do for a channel. If you really like the vlogger, don't skip that 30-second channel. It's okay to skip the 5-minute channel or the 5-minute commercial, but the 30-second commercial, just let it play, man. At least you're going to hook the guy up with a little bit of income. And that's if you appreciate what the guy's doing for you, the channel. And then some people do the Patreon and PayPal thing, and I've never been one to ask for money, but I will say that if you really like the vlogger, let that 30-second commercial play. Yep, that's correct, Clyde. That was the beginning of the end. The very next video, Brian, which is going up. Let's see. Oh, I just did a good one at Astro Park, you guys. I just did a good one. Wait till you see it. Let's see. I'll have it up. I have to post in the morning. My sweet spot is 7 to 11 a.m. Philippines time. So there will be a new video up in the morning. Paulie pays for the premium. Well, I get a chunk of that, so that's okay too. The vlogger gets a little bit of that when you watch his channel. Only watch the commercials and all the videos of channels I like. Yeah. And I'm only talking about the 30-second commercials, you guys, you know. If you can let those play, that's going to be a huge help to your vlogger, the guy that you're following. If 10 people did that on every video, that alone would be a little bit of a couple of pesos. Absolutely. DJ Joe, absolutely. I actually missed the meet and greet that they have over at that, what's the name of that bar across the street from, on MacArthur, that Overstay got so hammered in. Remember that? That happened right before I got back. And I think they do that once a month, so I'm waiting to see if I get invited to that. It's some, I don't think it's an Irish pub. Well, Sullivan's, thank you. That's it, DJ Joe. Sullivan's. What's Porac like? Maybe I should go over there and vlog Porac. Lucas, you got monetized though, didn't you? You really should go through the process. I bet you're going to find out you got $300 or $400 in the bank and you don't even know it. Because back in the day, when we were all small vloggers, everybody got paid. When I finally went and got monetized, I had $400 in the AdSense bank that they were just holding on, waiting for me to claim it. So did Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk had $300 in there. He probably told you that. Rob Marr, how are you? I remember you, man. I remember Rob Marr. It's Margarita Station. Margarita Station? Sorry, Brian, I missed something there. That place kind of creeps me out, Margarita Station. Although, you know, the food's pretty good there. Yeah, SM North. Randy, you were just a subscriber then, remember? You didn't even have it. Oh no, you had just started your channel, actually, before you met me. But you said you started vlogging because of me. Tito Road was the same. What have been some of the pleasant surprises about living in Angeles City? Good question. Pleasant surprises. Well, I won't say really I was surprised by it, but it's a lot cleaner than where I came from. It's a lot cleaner. The infrastructure's a lot better. There's actually room on the roads to drive. In North Calaocan, some of the roads are about a car width wide. And you've got, you know, it's just chaos. North Calaocan's just basic chaos. Porac City. Yeah, isn't Porac the place that had that, there's one of those idiots again. Isn't Porac the place that had that mall that collapsed when we had that earthquake in 2018? I think I remember that correctly. Yeah. Philly Brian and I are going to go down there after the first of the year. I'm not sure, you know, but it's going to happen. And we're going to do an excellent collab vlog, him and I. The two Inmaxes heading to Subic. Yeah, baby. And it's going to be just me and him. Wala babae na naman. Just me and my bro. I only have $70. Still, go ahead and get money. It's easy to get monetized. All you have to do is get that number at your address. That that number, that PIN. It's called a PIN. Ah, is that happening to you too? Any of you guys? You try and block that guy and it comes up with an error? Yeah. Yeah, God bless him, man. Tuck Tuck Kelly. He was so damn stubborn. I tried so hard to get him on my live stream. Because he would have been, he's so funny, you know. He was the funniest guy out there. But he just was so damn stubborn. This Old Navy still serves shit on a shingle. James, I couldn't do it. I kept getting an error message. Thanks, buddy. No, actually the ride to Subic is really good. Brian said it's like one of the most enjoyable rides you can do. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, I really miss him, man. He was a good friend of mine. I cried like a little baby. I cried like a little baby when Melanie called me and told me that he died. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Gary T. It's right out here on... I was hanging out with a bunch of old rusty expats the other day, and this guy was telling me that although it's a little pricey, he said it was $1,300 a month. That's pretty expensive. That's one of the downsides to unlit city is things are pricey here. Yeah, Paulie, Tropical Tim, do you watch him? Grace, you can ask me anything you want, honey. I don't have to answer you. I don't know why you would do that in my live stream, but maybe you can wait till we go to lunch, honey. My airport is dusty and trafficy. However, they do have that big church off the main road that is buried from the FX. Yeah, I've seen that. I think Philly Brian vlogged that once already. Yeah, I did a few times, Randy, and he was... he was just, you know... He was a great guy, man. Let's see. Let's see if I can share something with you guys. You guys that haven't... Oh, my document, You know, there's always a disconnect on Chrome when you try to... Sometimes you're going to do it a couple of times. I'll see if I can share a photo of Tuck. Share screen. No, it's not working. That's the problem with this, is it doesn't always work. MacArthur Highway is okay when there's no traffic on it, which is almost never. Yeah, Tropical Tim, I believe, you guys, is going back to the U.S. I think he's going back to the USA. No big deal for him, because him and his wife are going to travel together. He can come back anytime he wants. That's what I heard. Now, I'm not sure. Your night scenes in the video with Brian and Lett were amazing. Okay, here's the thing on that, Marshall. You're not allowed to video in any bars. That was the manager of that bar that did that video for us. And if you notice, he kept that camera off the girls. Every now and then there was a little edge where you could see the girls, but he kept the camera focused on us. We're good friends with the entire staff in that bar, but that's not going to happen anywhere else. You're not allowed to videotape in any of the bars for obvious reasons. He is, and funny as hell. That's another guy that's really funny. I will super chat you the 1,300 pesos for the gym member. I'm not complaining about the price, Brian, but I am going to, January 1st is going to be Cheap Charlie Philo channel, is what it's going to be. I'm not going to change the name to that, but that's when I'm going to start really hammering down on the expenses and making sure that, I'm not overspending. Aaron Dixon, have I got any New Year's resolutions? New Year's resolutions. That's a good one. I've never made a New Year's resolution because I thought they were ridiculous. But maybe now's the time to do one. I got all these people watching me. I'll do a New Year's resolution. We'll just see if I can keep to it. I'll think of something. Thanks, Aaron. I'll think of something. We'll vlog it, baby. 2 beers. Welcome to the live stream. He's moving to Palawan. Oh, I did see that. I thought he was going back to the U.S., though. Gary T., yes. I've reconnected with Medic in Angeles City. I've reconnected with Lucas Musser. I've reconnected with somebody else. Okay. I have seen his video come up in because obviously I'm a subscriber with click all on the bell. I've seen it come up, but I've been so busy, you guys, I haven't had time to even watch a video. I'm just starting to get to the point now where everything's done. I don't have to buy anything else. I don't have to search for anything else. I've got everything I need. The place is looking good. It really is. I'm very pleased with it. I need to see if I can find the gym that's down by Tiger Hotel. That guy, it was a pretty decent gym. And although I should go look at that one. Because, it might be like a full family fitness with all the cardio. I'm a big cardio person, so I would do most of my cardio there and then just some lightweight stuff like I used to do before. Yeah, I'll live another year. Amen, brother. Amen. Tropical Tim built a house. I would. Tim and Ray should be docking about now. Okay. Well, that gives me even one more reason to go to Palawan. What city? I mean, Palawan's, fairly big island. Doesn't it take like 8 hours to drive from one end to the other because the road is so bad? Sorry, Grace. Let me try and catch up with you here, hon. Sorry, Napo. Sorry, Nalan. Just a second, you guys. I get a lot of messages during this live stream. Okay, thanks, Nick. Nick, if you're still in the room, thank you, sir. Grace. Shout out Carlo, Hans, Jen, and Joyjot at the Drunken Ducks. Shout out, baby. One more time. Shout out to Carlo, Hans. Is it Jing? Jing and Joyjot? If I said that wrong, I apologize. I'll buy you a beer when I come down, Odaba. Tropical Tim is fine. Has put out about 4 or 5 videos. Yeah, I know he's pumping out the videos. I just got to take the time to sit down and watch it. You know, I've been running my ass off since I got here. Steno pads. Have you been able to find steno pads? What the hell's a steno pad? Is that like a salon pause or something? I could use a salon pause. Good question. Does anybody know? There he is. There's Medic in Angeles City. He hasn't come back yet, but he's a bro. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, friend. Me and Philly Brian were just talking about you the other day, dude. What you did to that guy that had the megaphone? Shit. You've done some classic shit here, bro. I was laughing so hard I damn near threw up. We'll save that story for when you come back. Hey, any word on when you're coming? Brian Hatcher, thank you. Puerto Princesa, that's the big city. That's where the airport is, right? Puerto Princesa. I'd like to see that place, man. It sure looks awesome. There was a guy down there that started a vlog. Suits to Shorts or something. What happened to him? Do you guys remember Suits to Shorts? Yeah, baby. Oh, dude. Philly Brian can tell a good story, and when he told that story about the guy with the megaphone, yeah, baby, don't take no shit. 2 years left. Oh, I thought you were much closer than that. Oh, sorry, Brian. Yeah. I found some yesterday, but they're not the same quality. That's a problem. Maybe you can hook me up when you come. Go over to Staples and get a 10-pack for me. Because I really want these. You know, I'm used to using these. They do have the steno pads here, but they're nothing. They're about half the size, and the quality's just not there. It's like the paper is from, Beirut or some damn place. Beirut in the late 80s. OBG, how are you? Sorry, Brian, my Imperador soaked brain doesn't work sometimes. You said that. I should have remembered that I had just asked you guys about it. If you haven't done so already, you definitely need to try out. Yeah, Philly Brian was supposed to take me over there. And we're going to go. We're going to vlog it, baby. It's supposed to be the best hamburger. Even better than Bunny Burger, huh? I had Bunny Burger about a week ago, and I tell you what. Although it's expensive, that's a damn good burger. And that's right next door to Grace's videoke bar. That's right next door to the Drunken Ducks, baby. So you can go see Grace, get a beer, and you can go to Bunny Burgers and get a burger. It's not a bad deal. Two beers, thank you for the invite. 18 inches and electrically inflated. Well, smell you. Okay, we're about an hour and 39. Oh, I haven't lost my voice yet. That's good. Azariah, I agree, brother. I was doing a liter of that every other day. for a while there. I was in such misery. And yeah, you're right. It's nasty shit. No more for me. Although, you know, when you're walking down the street and you walk past that barcada there, that videoke barcada, and they invite you for a shot, you got to do it. You don't turn that down. That's bad karma, baby. That's one thing about this culture. They know how to sing and they know how to drink. And they know how to welcome a foreigner into their home. If you don't use ATMs, how do you pay for everything? I pay for everything using Gcash. And as far as money goes, I use Western Union. And I'll just bank-to-bank transfer. The fee for that's very, very low. And, you know, if you need cash, you can always go to an ATM. It's a $5 charge, $10 charge, sorry. I think it's $5 on both sides of the country, if I remember right. But, you know, if you're pulling out 40K, or sorry, you can get out 20K. You can only get out 20K a day, unless you can find an, is it HSBC bank? The only one that's here is down in San Fernando. Medic. Yeah. Well, you were pretty pissed off when you left, weren't you, bro? That was another story. Aaron Dixon, what do you do to keep busy? You're looking at it, baby. I'm a vlogger. Keeps me plenty busy. Just staying in the mix on YouTube, supporting other YouTubers so that you get that support back, coming up with video ideas, editing. Yeah, it's like a full-time job, really. It's like a full-time job. And I can imagine, you know, if you look at somebody like Philly Bryan, that guy's pumping out a video every day. I'm a lazy slug compared to him. I'm doing three videos a week. No. I'm going to say no, based on the video that Brian did yesterday. I'm going to say no. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, dude. When I got here from the U.S., it was, you know, you're right. There's just something that happens to you. It's just kind of like everything's okay now. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a feeling. It's like, man, everything's finally okay. 2 Beers is in Canada. Kanoy is also in Canada. And they're getting a bit of snow. No, they don't, Rob Marr. I'm not transferring USD to peso. And I'm not going to switch to any other user because I'm a premium member with Western Union. Most of my transfers are free. So a lot of people don't know that. They do not hit you on the exchange rate if you transfer US dollars. And anyway, you know, you've got to pay to play. That's just the way it works. A lot of people will use Western Union and they use their ATM card on Western Union, and you're going to get a $20 charge for that, and they think that Western Union is so expensive, and they're not. You can do a bank transfer to your wife in USD, and you'll pay $3.99 per 1,000, and most of my transfers are $1.99. And because I'm a platinum member, I get 4 transfers for free. So my entire year with Western Union is probably about $25 or $20 total for the transfer fees, because I only transfer 1,000 at a time. So I mean, you can't beat that. But a lot of people hack it because they just don't know. They try 1 or 2 transfers and then they got to move to somebody else. And I'm sure TransferWise is great too. You stay with them. The longer you stay with a company, the better your benefits are going to be. I've been with Expedia and Agoda for years, and I've got all these points built up. I get free room upgrades. Also a pro tip for you. If you're using an internet travel agency like Expedia, fill out the online survey that they give you about the hotel when you get it. because it raises your status within the company. And whenever you check into another hotel, they know that you're going to fill out the, they know that you're one of the people that fills out the survey every time, and you get a room upgrade. Back in my traveling days, I got room upgrades all the time and never had any idea why. And when I talked to my sister, who used to be a marketing executive at Expedia, she told me that little inside pro tip. If you take the time to fill out the surveys, there's like a little star that goes by your name, and when the hotel you're checking into sees that, you get treated a little differently. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're the big man on campus. They don't want to piss you off. Funny story. You guys know I just stayed at the Clarkton for 10 days, right? Correct. Right. You mean you have your... Yeah. I'm with BPI now. I used to be with BDO, but I'm with BPI now, and I think it's going to be better. Azariah, yeah, Agoda is awesome. I switch back and forth. I'll open both of the sites and see who has the better deal. But it's normally, you know, you're pulling at straws, really. There might be a $5 a night difference. You know, when you're paying with a credit card, it makes no difference, really, right? To me, Ramjam, that's exactly correct. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people won't fill out the survey. But if you do, it raises your status with Expedia, and you become like a preferred customer. And the hotels that you're booking can see that. And they don't want you to blast them, especially here in the Philippines. This is a face-saving country. So, yeah, Azariah, we've got something going on back there. There's some hollow block construction going on behind this building. And also, they are doing some improvements down in the parking lot of my building. It's not too bad, really. I didn't even notice it, actually. Probably because I live here, and I've become used to it. It's kind of like the roosters. Now that's something that I miss, is the roosters. We don't have any roosters here. In North Calocan, the roosters fired up at about 4 a.m., 4:30. But we don't have any here. I do see some when I'm walking to Palenque down the street here. But they're fighting cocks. They're in the cages, you know. But I never hear those guys because they're 2 streets down. We don't have any roosters right here on my street. Pusong Pinoy. Shout out, baby. How are you? Good morning. Magandang umaga po. Not done yet. I think Overstay calls that the Great Wall of Angeles. Not done yet, John. And you know what? It doesn't even look like it's close, bro. I'm serious. It looks like, I mean, they've got the exterior skin on there. They did a good job of finishing that, but you can see through it. It looks like a giant parking structure. You know, if it wasn't for the sign that they had up that says what's going in there, you'd think it was just a giant parking structure, you know, for the Lewis Grand or something. Who knows? But yeah, it's... check that out. That's kind of interesting. Aaron Dixon, I have Phil Health. That's it. I've only got Phil Health now. I'm looking into a couple of different things, though. Just to, you know, just in case. When I think about what happened to me before with the whole hernia thing here, you kind of get, Brian Hatcher, I haven't had time, bro, but I will. I've got all the information. I've stored all the information on my laptop. I just haven't had time to get into it yet. Gary T. I don't think I've had much of a change in diet. But the biggest difference is I'm moving my body around a lot more. I went from 0 steps a day to 12,000. So I bet I've lost close to 20 pounds. A lot of the clothes that I brought with me, I told you guys when I came here to the Philippines, I had a pair of jeans, and that was it that fit me. And I came over on the plane wearing those jeans, and I moved to North Calaocan with one pair of jeans and a bunch of pairs of shorts I couldn't fit into. Thankfully, Melanie had found me some shorts ahead of time. Yeah, a lot of people use that Charles Schwab and then just go to the ATM. Now that would be the simplest thing, and that's one thing about Angeles, you guys, is there's so many ATM machines. Now, forget about the fact that 7 of them are out of order when you go up to them. But there's a lot of ATM machines here. Monday Night Football. Where did I see football on at? I was in Candy Bar last night with the owner of this building. He invited me down for a beer. Oh, if you don't know it, you guys, pro tip. Candy Bar just built a brand new custom kitchen behind the bar, and they hired a chef. And the food those guys are pumping out is unbelievable. Yeah, same for me, OBG, but I've got a history there. Everybody knows me there, so I'm kind of lucky in that respect too. I get upgraded every time I check in there. By the way, you guys, the Clarkton got sold. Or no, sorry, the Clarkton is for sale. Which is, I hope they don't screw it up, man. But the Clarkton Hotel is up for sale as of Saturday morning, I believe it went up. Everyone's like, steno pad's a notebook, you dumbass. Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard, to focus because you're looking at all the comments, and I'm constantly looking up to see how many I've got and what time it is. Garth Brooks, baby. Did you see that? Pusong Pinoy? Did you see me and Philly Bryan throwing that song down? Maximus, welcome to the live stream. Welcome back, Maximus. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, every now and then, Brian, I get a little something down there that annoys me, but I'm good. Compared to, man, I can actually feel that aircon. Hold on. Ooh. That Morocco bill's going to be way up there for today. Turn that sucker back up to 24. I had it down to 22 because it was so hot last week. And I forgot to buy my floor fan. That's one thing I got to do is buy a floor fan. Who knows what it would cost, 2 beers, but it's a matter of finding a doctor who can correctly diagnose you with a hernia. Good luck on that. That's the tough part. Surely getting the surgery is going to be cheap because surgery's cheap here. I don't know if you remember, 2 beers, I was diagnosed with an enlarged prostate and not a hernia. So had I not gone to the U.S. and seen a real doctor, who knows what the hell would have happened to me. I probably would have, what do you call it? The hernia probably would have, you know what I'm talking about. It would have been a nasty scene because you don't want a ruptured hernia. I banked with Wells Fargo in the US, so when I was there, I could transfer to 3,000. Yeah, Wells Fargo, you guys, and BPI, if you don't know, that's a pro tip from John. Wells Fargo and BPI are connected, so it's the same bank. A lot of people don't know that. OBG, I've got a great picture of that elephant. Azariah Pacific Breeze, yeah, was really good back in the day. I don't know about now. I got to get around there and check them out. Malaya Adventures, welcome to the live stream. Just saw your Goshen Resort video. That was pretty cool. You went with the neighbors. Looked like it was fun. It was new back in 2012? Really? I thought Pacific Breeze was older than that. Well, that's good information. It's funny how many people don't know what that is. I've been kind of surprised that there's so many people who don't know what it is. But I guess if you've never been to Angeles City, you wouldn't know. It's Astro Park. It's a, monumental landmark in Angeles City. Let me refill my water. All right. Ooh, I'm about spent, you guys. I think I'm going to shut it down. Randy, you still here? See if you can boot that guy. I can't kick those guys out for some reason. But I'm getting ready to shut down. I'm just curious to see if you can, or James, whoever. I'm getting an error message when I try to. Newish. OBG, I got a few myself. Yeah, I can't remember the selling price, you guys. What was the selling price for that? 130 million or something? I'm trying to remember what it was. No, it couldn't be 100 million. Grace, are you still in the room? What was the asking price? What was the asking price for the Clarkton Hotel? Do you remember? Gary T. Yeah, you guys, I'm a couple of minutes from shutting down. I just want to see if I can give you if she remembers what the price of that hotel was. Gary T, Happy New Year to you, sir. Always a contributor to my channel. Gary T, shout out, baby. Astro Park is where they staged the Asia Olympic Games. Well, they built that silly-ass clock right across the street that nobody can even enjoy. Pusang Panoy, thank you. OBG, thank you. Maximus Jeff C. Medic in Angeles City. Thank you guys for joining. Now we're here every Tuesday, okay? And we're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. And don't forget to join us on Facebook, Philo in the Philippines. I'm always posting interesting things that I think you guys would enjoy. Yeah, Asia Games, most of the Asia Games were on Clark. They did build that silly clock though, right across the street. You know, it's funny that they built that. One more thing before I go. They built that clock, and that park area around that clock is really kind of beautiful. And the grass is actually super green. So it's surprising that they didn't put they should have put a pedestrian walkway up over and in there so people can go in there. It's funny that they didn't build oh, that's an interesting comment. Let's put that up for everybody to read. Well, I didn't think we were going to go there. What a shame. Anyway. Where was I at? They built that park and nobody can use it. Anyway, that's it, guys. We're going to shut it down. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next Tuesday. I'll get a video up tomorrow morning, okay, which will be my first trip down to the Palenque and discovering what's available here in my neighborhood. All right. Thanks so much for joining the live stream. We'll see you next Tuesday. Keep smiling, baby.